Hey there, Gabby. I thought I'd send you this as a video as opposed to just writing it out in words because I think you'd probably get a bit more intonation in my voice and a little bit more authenticity if I'm just thinking it up straight off the top of my head. So hopefully that's okay. If not, I'll transcribe it and put it into an email for you. So let me look at these questions you sent me. So can you sum up how the last year has been for the fitness industry? Oh, great. I think like any industry that's been forced to stop its work in the traditional sense that they used to, it's very difficult. The difference I think that we as trainers and we in the fitness industry have is we kind of see ourselves a little bit more essential, I suppose, than a pub or a restaurant or a takeaway. Obviously they provide food and food's an important thing, but we kind of feel as though fitness is seen as a leisure, seen as some sort of that's what I'm looking for, a luxury, when it could have a massive effect on helping stem off the stress on the NHS by helping people be healthier, be fitter, have stronger immune systems, and also the mental health side of things as well. So as an industry, we're kind of like feeling like we've got our hands tied behind our backs because we feel as though we could make a positive impact on the pandemic and a positive impact to the NHS, but we can't really do anything. Of course, we've been able to transition online or do outdoors training, and I know one of your questions relates to that, so I'll get to that when that question comes up. But how has it directly impacted my work as a personal trainer? So it's obviously had an impact. I can't do one-to-one or physical-based training right now. Everything has to be done online. And as a trainer, I've had to adapt to that. We've had to adapt to that as trainers. The biggest impact that's had on me personally is I'm very much a hands-on coach. I like to be able to make sure that a client's posture and a client's form and the technique is right, and to relay that via a Zoom video is possible, but it's not the best way. However, you've got to make do with what you've got, right? So we've tried to adapt to the best of our abilities, but I don't think there's a single trainer in the world who would prefer doing an online session as opposed to a face-to-face in-person session, because it's just that much more effective being in person and with someone, being able to motivate them, being able to push them, being able to make sure they're doing everything the way they're supposed to be doing it. So obviously it's had an effect on the way I work, it's had an effect on my income, but it's had its positives as well, this lockdown. I've had more time to spend with my family, I've had more time to reflect on what's important in my life and really work on, my headspace. So many PTs are offering virtual training sessions. How do these work? So as I alluded to there, it's kind of like similar to being face-to-face with a client. However, obviously they're going to be remote, so you're watching them on video, you're giving them instruction, you're making sure that you're correcting them. Some people will do the session along with the client. I personally don't like that because I can't then sort of focus on what the client or the clients are doing as a group or one-to-one. My partner, she does it, she works with them because she knows that her clients get more out of it when she's doing it along with them and they feel the energy. So it's just an individual thing, I suppose. The way it would work, the differently to being face-to-face, again, is not having the equipment, not having the right equipment, not being in an environment that's conducive to the result based on the fact that you don't have the equipment. Some people are lucky and fortunate enough to have that equipment, I suppose, but most people aren't. So what we've done is, with our client base, to keep them sort of active and to keep them, loyal to us, I suppose, in one sense of the word, making sure that they're getting the results that they need, getting the results that they want, is to loan them equipment, and that way, they pay us for that privilege, and they've got the equipment, so they've got something to work with, and they have to return that equipment, so we'll see them again after lockdown. So why, with so much free fitness content online, what are the advantages of instead choosing to go online with your own PT? What are the advantages of choosing to go online? Oh, okay. So This is a really good question, and it's something that we've had to sort of deal with our own clients, who sort of realized that there was a lot of free information and a lot of free classes going on online. And it's not just because of the pandemic. These classes were going on before, but I suppose needs must made people sort of explore a little bit more online what's available. The biggest and most obvious difference why you'd continue to work with your personal trainer online as opposed to just do any of the free sessions is your personal trainer knows you specifically. They know your goals, they know you as a person, they know what challenges you go through, they know what you had to go through to get to where you are now. So they can continue to guide you in the right way. Whereas if you went on a free Zoom class with some random personal trainer, they don't know your history, they don't know your metrics, they don't know what you've been through, what your psychology's, what level state of psychology you're in, etc. So it's a little bit different when you are still working with your coach, and I think there's a big advantage to carry on working with your coach rather than doing the free sessions, especially if you have worked with the coach for an extensive period of time and you've got that relationship, and they've got a plan for you and you've been following a plan rather than sort of like going from one thing to another thing. So I think that's the biggest advantage of choosing to go online with your own personal trainer. My background as a trainer, so my sort of fitness journey, if you like, is I was about 17 or 18 at the time. I was really overweight and I decided that I needed to do something about it. I did everything wrong, but I lost the weight and I felt amazing for it. It changed my life. It continues to change my life the more I sort of work on myself and my fitness. And to cut a long story short, I decided that I wanted to give back. I love coaching. I love helping people. That's a big passion of mine. That's what makes me tick. That's my my calling, my purpose, if you like, is to help other people. And I thought, what better way to help other people than what I'm really good at, which is fitness. So I became a personal trainer and fitness coach, and I haven't looked back. I love it. Because we've also opened a new gym just before the third lockdown. How was it to open at such a strange time? I think the reality of the situation is it was a risk, and it's one that we still aren't sure whether it's going to work or not, because obviously we're still in lockdown. However, I think it's like when we tell our clients, and clients sort of come to us and say we're thinking about working with a personal trainer, but they're not sure if now is the right time. The reality is there's never going to be the right time. Sometimes you just have to take the risk. Sometimes you just have to, jump. And someone once told me, you take the leap of faith and the net will appear. So we took the leap of faith. We did what we wanted to do. My dream was to expand the facility, to create a state-of-the-art gym where people can train, feel comfortable, and also chill out as well. And that's what we did. We found the place. We've been looking for a long time, and despite it being locked down, we thought, we've got to go ahead with this, because we're not going to find a better place than this, because we have been looking for so long. So that's one of the reasons why we took that risk, and hopefully it will pay off the rewards. And if it doesn't, we'll learn a lesson. If it does pay off, then great. What's your top tip to get fit? Right, so this year, my key word for everything in my life, based on just my own self-awareness of working on myself and working with clients, is consistency. So if I was to give one top tip to get fit, is to pick something. It doesn't have to be the right thing, it doesn't have to be the perfect thing, it can be a small thing, but make sure it's consistent. So one of the reasons why most diets will work is they'll put you in a calorie deficit and you'll be consistent with them. So as long as you're consistent with something, you'll get the results you want. Obviously, you want to be consistent by doing the right thing as well. But the big thing is to stay consistent, stay the course. I think there's too much emphasis on quick fixes, on magic pills, magic potions, this magic workout, or the latest craze or fad diet, or the latest craze in exercise. And people try it, and then they might see a result, they might not, but then they give up or they stop it for a period of time. Consistency is key.
So that's my big tip. And where can people find out more about your services? So if you go to www.tff.fit, so that's the letter T, the letter F, the letter F dot FIT. That's my website. We've got social media pages, Real Team Fighting Fit on Instagram, and I'm on social media on Facebook. If you look up my name, Fahad Mania, you'll find me, or if you put Team Fighting Fit on Facebook, you'll find our Facebook page as well. But I'm always open. My inbox is always open. So if anybody has any questions or wants some advice, they can certainly check me out. I've also got a YouTube channel called Fit with Farhad, and I'm always happy to speak to anybody, you know, just to give them advice. There's no charge for that. So yeah, hopefully this video has helped answer your questions. If it's not been the way you want it in terms of format, let me know and I'll sort you out with a text version. Have a great day. Take care.